a Real Housewives of Atlanta review. Yes, I'm here. Okay, and look, by the grace of the Lord, all right, because I was not about to be here, y'all. Let me tell y'all. This beautiful brown girl, okay, this beautiful brown girl right here is tired. And she would not have been reviewing this boring-ass episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta had it not been for the little push and shove that her old boy over there gave her, okay? So, yeah, I just want to mention in this video, like I'm mentioning in all the videos, that I did a review for this book called The Dog Catcher. It should be up, and you should check it out because it is a very good book. It was a very good read, and it's talking about domestic violence, which is something that we can all, you know, relate to, or we've heard about, or whatever. It's the hot topic, okay? So please go check out the review and buy the book. Yes. Okay, now on to Real Housewives of Atlanta fuckery, shall we? Okay then. So Kenya meets with Wajir Bob. Wajir Bob. Okay. They do like a little sit down, a little talk. Okay, we're gonna juggle ideas around because Kenya wants Roger Bob to help her put together a movie or a pilot. I don't know which one. All I know is one is about three sisters, and I'm like, why is it always about three sisters? Why is it always sisters and their relationships? And then it's like a parody of all of the people on Real Housewives of Atlanta, in which she makes, you know, Nene no, a masculine stripper transsexual, and a man will play her. And then there's, you know, whoever she said Fake's name would be. And, you know, she would be like everything, like she would have every job, you know, and then she would like be really judgy at other people, and like really nosy, and like really crazy, and like really short. And then you can find like one of the dwarves and, you know, get them to play her. And I'm like, Kenya, you making me change it back to the Grammys, bitch. Okay, like that's what you're doing right now. Like that's what this is about. This is about making me go back to the Grammys, isn't it? Because that's how I felt. Did you guys see the Grammys last night? I watched some of it. I'm not gonna do a video on it because I was bored from the beginning to the end. Best part about it was the red carpet, when I got to see everybody and their weird ass personalities. And how like Kanye is so weird. Like Kanye is so fucking weird. And Kim is like,
he can't even be
like he can't even be cool and like, you know, just talk to people. Like everything is like I don't know what to say. And like I'm talking like this. Even though like if you look at my interviews from like 5 years ago, I was talking like this. What's going on? What's going on, Kanye? What is that about? So she meets with Brandon after she met with Roger Bob, and Roger Bob like kind of had her on the sleeve, like, you know, thought she had a friend. It's like, nah, bitch, was not feeling that situation. So she and Brandon are gonna have to do this on their lonesome. And you guys, like, Brandon is so likable. He really is. I feel like he's like a saving, you know, quality for Kenya. He helps her out a little bit, you know what I mean? And then she starts talking about the fact that she's going to need to give Cynthia a job in this movie. And she doesn't know how well Cynthia acts because the only thing she's ever seen her in is that episode on The Cosby Show. And all she said was, "Hi, Theo." And, you know, but Brandon felt like she read, you know, he felt like it was everything. It lived, you know. I don't even remember that episode. Anyway, that wasn't the time he had the Pierre Cardin shirt on that Denise had made that was like one sleeve too long. That was a good episode. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to stop liking The Cosby Show because Bill Cosby is a narcissistic asshole. Like, are we really surprised? I'm just saying, like, when you think about somebody being powerful black at that time when nobody else was really that powerful in black, you really feeling your nuts. Like, you feeling your nuts enough to do all kind of outlandish shit like drug bitches and have sex with them.
True that, but who wasn't giving him the pussy? Like,
that's what I'm wondering. Like, why was you going to the room anyway?
The nigga had bread.
Why was you going to the room anyway? You
Pudding.
thought you was going to be awake for the Jello pudding. That's what it was. You thought you was going to be awake, bitch, but you was asleep. It's fucked up, Bill Cosby.
It's always room for Jello.
Always room for Jello. You're so stupid, bro. He's over there eating cheese. Don't worry about it. He's so happy with himself. He's off his diet for the week. He's eating away. It's eating away. So you guys, Phaedra goes to Quan's house. Quan from that other show on Bravo where bitches fight and ask a Diddy. She goes to sit down with Quan's husband because she wants to ask his opinion on how to talk to her boys about Apollo going to jail. It's so hard, isn't it? You can't just sit them down when they become an appropriate age and say, hey, you guys, daddy's in jail. I know. It sucks, but he did it. So, yeah. But he loves you. And we're going to go see him every once in a while, okay? Okay, don't be sad. Don't cry. I mean, she only has to worry about one. The other one doesn't understand what the fuck's going on. And when he has to explain it, hopefully you would have brought him to jail long enough for him to already have comprehended what's going on and be okay with it. I really feel like it takes two people to fuck up a child. So, Phaedra, if you're doing your best to not fuck up your kids, seeing as though you will be the primary parent and taking them to the jail to see him every once in a while, it's not really going to fuck them up any more than your over possessiveness will. So just go ahead and let the boys see their daddy. Like, make his little 8 years go by fast fun, okay? Apollo go back to the lawyer, okay? Y'all know the light-skinned lawyer, okay? With the light eyes and shit, the one everybody goes to. So he goes to the lawyer so that they can talk about what they're going to do when he goes to jail. Because, see, Phaedra still might try to file for a divorce while he's in jail, which he can plead no contest to. And therefore, you know, he might lose everything because you're in jail. You're entitled to nothing. You're in jail. And that's just kind of how it is, sweetie. See, don't do the crime. Don't do the time. Okay? Like, the fuck cop and a half, bitch. I'm Detective Butler. If y'all don't know about movies, that's on you, okay? That was a Burt Reynolds movie. Everybody should have saw that movie. So Apollo feels like the boys still need to see him when, you know, he's in jail. So the lawyer tells him that they can file a motion with the court and that Phaedra's ass should have known better. Because, I mean, you knew he was a criminal when you got with him. So why wouldn't you think he would go back to jail? And normally I would agree with that if she hadn't got herself on television, got them famous, got them slightly rich. What exactly would make her think he would go back to doing shit illegally if she's already made a somewhat, you know, legit life for them? Because I don't believe that, you know, she's not 100% unshady, but hey, who is when it comes to the law? Okay? Alright, some of you motherfuckers' license is suspended right now, but y'all still driving to Walmart. Don't play with me. Okay, that's not right. But you know, I don't judge nobody. We do what we gotta do to get by. So why everybody trying to shit on Phaedra for feeling surprised right now? Like, okay, granted, at some point you should have figured this shit out. But I'm not exactly like so mad that you didn't know from the beginning that he was, you know, gonna go back to jail. No, I don't think you should have expected that. But I also feel like when you go and talk to your mama and you talk to everybody else about how scared you are for your life, I feel like you're giving me some Gone Girl tease, bitch. I feel like you're being a little conniving right now, okay? Not to say he's not acting that way. Not to say you may not truly feel that way, Phaedra. Please do not get me wrong, because I do not know your life. You really are not worrying about him. You really are not worrying about him doing anything to you. I really feel like you just want that said on camera just ahead of time in case some shit happens so that you can build a case. Okay, I'm sorry. But I feel like everything is like A, B, C, D equals MC squared. Like whatever. I feel like you're always putting shit together in your mind in a way. I feel like whenever you do something, it's because you've thought about it already. Just like how everybody is so like wondering how you have been brought up on no charges with all of this shit. And I honestly don't think that's because Apollo wasn't going to run and tell that. I think it's because either you wasn't involved or you did a very good job protecting yourself and leaving no fucking paper trail. And if that's the case, I think you smart enough to get on this television show and make it seem like his ass would actually do something to you, even though you really and truly don't believe that and wish a motherfucker would. When she tell her mama everything that she feel about him being threatening, punching all the walls upstairs, that's when I knew you was full of shit when you said that shit. Oh, he done punched out every wall upstairs. Like, get the fuck out of here. Who's like purposefully punching out walls upstairs? Okay? Nigga never get mad in the kitchen? Really? Like, you ain't never in there not fixing him something to eat and he don't feel like punching a hole in the fucking wall. Come on now. Don't do me, Phaedra. You full of shit with that one. You know what I'm saying? He may be acting ugly with you. He may be acting like an asshole with you. Okay? He might be like, fuck you. But I want you to stop. I want you to stop acting like, you know, your life is in danger and he gonna do something to them children. I don't think that at all. So Portia has lunch with Nene, and she's having a party thrown for her by Dish Network because she's an awesome coworker. Okay, and it's a party being thrown by Dish, so of course Claudia is invited, but Portia feels like that she better not show up at my party after what happened on the bus. No, she better not show up, okay? She not gonna come here to Atlanta, okay? Because I'm from here. You're not gonna come for me when I'm from here. This is my home, okay? This girl like, bitch, calm down, okay? Nobody cares, okay? Just because you from there and your ass was born in a hospital in Georgia, in Atlanta, wherever, does not mean you cannot get stepped to on those same grounds. I don't like the phony shit, because right now that you sitting here with Nene, you upset, bitch. You in your feelings right now, okay? You're going off about her and Kenya spreading their legs and not getting nothing fud and talking about Cynthia letting Peter spend all her money. I mean, you are digging deep right now, sweetheart. And Nene, your ass is just sitting up there egging it on when all you really saying is, girl, I'm going to New York to get away from all y'all crazy bitches because y'all bring me down to the gutter with y'all, okay? And I need to be above all this negativity and get my life on Broadway. But she also helping, you know, little Portia get her mind together about who she dislikes and what needs to be said and all of this stuff. Like, I just felt like she was going too far. Like, what did Cynthia do to you? Like, I don't understand. Like, y'all, I thought y'all was cool. That's my thing. Like, don't act like you cool and y'all done made up and then still talk shit and still have a fucking problem. And then when somebody come to you like Claudia did, I feel like, y'all, fuck it. We get to the party. I'm gonna skip all that bullshit with Derek J throwing shade because, like, football neck nigga, stop. Anyway, they at the party. And, you know, Portia's doing her thing, floating around, being Portia, you know, tits McGiss, looking fabulous. It's, you know, it's all, you know, grandiferous. It's awesome. Claudia calls her to sit down in her brand new black wig, bitch, okay? Pulling the edges together. And she tries to talk to Portia, and she tries to say she's proud of her, she's happy for her. You know, she doesn't want it to be any animosity because they work together. And then Portia starts talking about that she has the gift of discernment. Okay, when negativity comes around, she knows that she just doesn't want to be a part of it. And she wants it to be farthest away from her. So she does not have to be friends with Portia because she's negative. Okay? And it's like, instead of having this conversation like a grown woman, okay? And really what all had to be said was, as soon as Claudia said she didn't want it to be no animosity in the workplace, all Portia had to say is, okay, there'll be no animosity, but I just want to say I don't appreciate you putting my business on blast. Whether I was kiki giggling, whatever the fuck I was doing, I didn't put your business out there in the street, so there was no need for you to do the same thing to me. Okay? Like, she could have said that. She could have said, like, that's what my problem was. You trying to put, you know, speak on some shit that you don't know about. Fine, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, she wasn't giving her no energy, but at the same time, she was still, like, aggravating the situation into something that it shouldn't have had to be. Like, first of all, Claudia, I felt like you shouldn't even been at the fucking party. Why were you even there? You don't like her. Why did you even go? I really feel like that was pointless. Ain't no fucking talking to Portia. You should have realized that from the last time y'all talked. They sit down and they going back and forth, and Portia's like, you're in my space. You're in my space. And, you know, your wig looks cute, though. Like, just not at all dealing with the issue. And Claudia is getting increasingly pissed, and it's like, well, Claudia, you handling this the wrong way, sweetie. You shouldn't have even been there. And if you was gonna go to the party, you should have paid her dust. You should have just said, you know, hey, you know, you should have passed it, hey, Portia, happy for you, girl, and just kept it pushing if you was gonna be at the party. But to actually try to sit down and have this deep ass conversation with her ditzy ass is just beyond me right now, okay? Because she's acting like a child, and it was just aggravating. If I was Portia, I would have just been like, look, if you ain't really want to deal with it, if you ain't want it to be altercation, look, it ain't no beef. It's nothing. Okay, whatever happened, happened. We here. You know, you at the party. Cool. We can be cordial. We're not friends, but we can definitely be cordial. You doing all right tonight? Your wig looks cute. I'm good now. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It could have went like that. And I felt like Portia was just stabbing at Claudia. Claudia was just getting pissed. And I was feeling like, see, Claudia, now you looking all flushed and shit. You should have just left that little bird alone, okay? That's my opinion. And Nene, you talking about Kenya and Claudia never being wifed up. You understand why they never been wifed up. Bitch, you need to be happy that Greg old ass didn't care that you was a stripper, because most niggas back then wasn't wifing up strippers. That's some new shit. Calm down. Anyway. So Todd tells Candy that the tour for Mama Knows Best, whatever the fuck that play called, whatever that shit called, it's been canceled because the promoter overextended and cannot afford to go to the next city, okay? So she gets all upset and start crying with the tight teeth, you know, because everybody's gonna be looking at her, because they always expect for Candy to win. And it's like, yeah, we always expect for you to win, but most business people win some and they lose some. But I mean, for the most part, because they always take risks, they always have something that they're gaining, but they still take loss sometimes. Candy, like, I understand you being so disappointed and feeling bad about those people, you know what I'm saying, not having their money and stuff like that. I really do understand that, and I understand why you were emotional at that moment. But I also felt like when Ty was trying to tell you, okay, we need to think about what we did this time so that we don't make the same mistake again, he said we. He didn't say you. When the first time he said we, and then he was like, you know, did you check out their sources? Did you check out their resume? Did you see what other things they had done? Whatever. He already said we. He already said his name was on it too, and that it wasn't just you. Trying to let you know you're not in it by yourself. And I feel like you still, you know, took the blame, but you was emotional and you needed him to be comforting as a husband and not as a businessman. And he got it. It clicked for him. So he came over there, you know, huggy and all of that shit. Fine. We'll talk to Don Juan, Carmen, and the other one that don't never have no lines on the show. Okay? Tell him that the tour has ended. And they like sad for a second talking about everybody's job, but then they, you know, they joking and jumping around talking about, well, you know, it could have been Todd that had messed it all up so that they could bring the bullshit back to you. You know, y'all remember when she did that shit last season, acting like she said something when she ain't really saying nothing? And they just sitting up there joking, and Todd and Candy are not laughing. It's very obvious that Don Juan does not like Todd. He has a serious problem with Todd. And I'm sorry, Don Juan, but you need to get the fuck up out your feelings about this and move on. Like, get over it. It doesn't matter how small he is. His dick is slanging on Candy, so that's all that's important right now, isn't it? Okay? Like him and his little sperm swimming up there every night. That's all that really matters. So please get out your feelings about it. Like, you act like a jealous ass boyfriend the way you respond to Ty with Candy. It's very, very like, stop it. Where's your boo at? Go find them, okay? Because like that animosity is retarded. Even Carmen not doing all of that. You just constantly throwing shade, and it's like so unnecessary, and that's just how I feel about it. I don't know what you want me to say. You know, because I know you might tweet me and say something to me about it. What else happened? That's it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you like what you see. Don't forget to Care Bear Share on Facebook, and Twitter, and Pinterest. Please. Google Plus. On it all. Okay? And I'll see y'all in the next video tomorrow, because I don't think I can do another 2 videos tonight, y'all. Jeez. See you later.